Hi everyone. Do you ever feel like you're stuck in a cycle of attracting the wrong people? Whether it's in relationships, friendships, or even professional connections, it's exhausting, right? You give your all, but somehow, you end up feeling drained, unappreciated, or even betrayed. What if I told you the problem isn't them, it's you? But don't worry, this isn't about blaming you. It's about empowering you to break the cycle and finally attract the right people into your life. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to fix this for good. Today, we're diving deep into why you keep attracting the wrong people and how to fix it. We'll cover the subconscious patterns that are sabotaging your connections, how your self-worth plays a huge role in who you attract, practical steps to break free from these cycles and start attracting people who truly align with your values and goals. This isn't just about relationships. It's about creating a life where you're surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you. Why you attract the wrong people. Attracting the wrong people into your life, whether in relationships, friendships, or even professional connections, often stems from deeper, subconscious patterns that many of us aren't even aware of. One of the biggest reasons is low self-worth. If you don't truly believe you deserve love, respect, or kindness, you'll unconsciously settle for less than you deserve. This can manifest as tolerating toxic behavior, ignoring red flags, or constantly seeking validation from people who aren't capable of giving it. Another key factor is unresolved past trauma or patterns. Many of us recreate dynamics from our childhood or past relationships because they feel familiar, even if they're unhealthy. For example, if you grew up in an environment where love felt conditional, you might attract partners who are emotionally unavailable or inconsistent, because that's what feels normal to you. Weak boundaries also play a huge role. If you struggle to say no, constantly people please, or avoid conflict at all costs, you send a signal that it's okay for others to take advantage of you. This attracts people who are more interested in what they can get from you rather than what they can give. Lastly, your energy and focus matter. If you're constantly giving your time, energy, and resources without receiving anything in return, you'll naturally attract takers. People who drain you rather than uplift you. The good news is, once you become aware of these patterns, you can start to break them. It begins with valuing yourself, setting clear boundaries, and aligning your energy with the kind of people you truly want in your life. By understanding why you attract the wrong people, you can take the first step toward creating healthier, more fulfilling connections. It's not about blaming yourself, it's about empowering yourself to make better choices and build relationships that truly serve you. If you've realized you're stuck in a cycle of attracting the wrong people, the good news is that you have the power to change it. It's not about blaming yourself or others. It's about taking intentional steps to break the patterns and create the life you deserve. Here's how to fix it. Work on your self-worth. The foundation of all healthy relationships is self-worth. If you don't believe you deserve love, respect, and kindness, you'll unconsciously settle for less. Start by practicing self-love and affirmations. Remind yourself daily that you are worthy of healthy, fulfilling connections. Surround yourself with positivity, whether it's through books, podcasts, or people who uplift you. When you truly value yourself, you'll naturally attract people who value you too. 2. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries are essential for healthy relationships. If you've been a people pleaser or struggled to say no, it's time to redefine your limits. Ask yourself, what behaviors am I no longer willing to tolerate? Communicate your boundaries clearly and confidently, without guilt. Remember, boundaries aren't about controlling others, they're about protecting your energy and well-being. When you set boundaries, you send a clear message about how you expect to be treated. Heal your past. Many of us attract the wrong people because we're subconsciously recreating familiar dynamics from our past. Take time to reflect on your childhood, past relationships, or any unresolved trauma. Ask yourself, what patterns keep showing up in my life? Consider seeking therapy or journaling to process these experiences. Healing your past allows you to break free from old cycles and create space for healthier connections. Raise your standards. If you've been settling for less, it's time to raise your standards. Decide what you truly want in a relationship or friendship, whether it's respect, honesty, or emotional support, and refuse to accept anything less. Write down your non-negotiables and refer to them often. When you raise your standards, you'll naturally filter out people who don't align with your values. 5. Focus on yourself. The best way to attract the right people is to become the person you want to attract. Invest in your personal growth, whether it's through learning new skills, pursuing your passions, or working on your mental and physical health. When you're confident, fulfilled, and living authentically, you'll naturally draw in people who resonate with your energy. Remember, the right people will complement your life, not complete it. 6. Pay attention to red flags. It's easy to ignore red flags when you're hoping for the best, but this often leads to disappointment. Train yourself to recognize warning signs early on, whether it's inconsistency, disrespect, or a lack of effort. Trust your instincts and don't make excuses for bad behavior. Walking away from the wrong people creates space for the right ones to enter your life. Surround yourself with positive influences. Your environment plays a huge role in who you attract. Surround yourself with people who inspire, support, and uplift you. Join communities or groups that align with your values and goals. When you're surrounded by positivity, you'll naturally attract more of it into your life. Fixing the cycle of attracting the wrong people starts with you. It's about valuing yourself, setting boundaries, and making intentional choices. It won't happen overnight, but every small step you take brings you closer to the healthy, fulfilling connections you deserve. Remember, you are in control of your life, and you have the power to create the relationships you truly want. By taking these steps, you'll not only stop attracting the wrong people but also build a life filled with love, respect, and genuine connection. Real-life examples. Breaking the cycle of attracting the wrong people. Sometimes, the best way to understand how to fix a problem is by seeing real-life examples. Here are a few stories of people who recognized their patterns, took action, and transformed their lives by attracting healthier, more fulfilling relationships. 1. Sarah's story. From emotionally unavailable partners to a healthy relationship. Sarah always found herself drawn to partners who were emotionally distant or inconsistent. She realized this pattern stemmed from her childhood, where her parents were often too busy to give her the attention she needed. As an adult, she subconsciously sought out partners who mirrored this dynamic because it felt familiar. How she fixed it. Sarah started therapy to work through her childhood trauma and understand why she was drawn to emotionally unavailable people. She set clear boundaries with her current partner, communicating her need for emotional support and consistency. When her partner couldn't meet her needs, she made the difficult decision to walk away. She focused on building her self-worth through self-care, hobbies, and supportive friendships. After taking time to heal and grow, Sarah met someone who was emotionally available and genuinely cared for her. She now has a healthy, loving relationship built on mutual respect and communication. Mike's story. From toxic friendships to a supportive circle. Mike was the kind of person who always put others first. He had a group of friends who constantly took advantage of his kindness, borrowing money, showing up late, or canceling plans last minute. Mike felt drained and unappreciated but didn't know how to change the dynamic. How he fixed it. Mike started saying no to requests that didn't align with his values or energy. He communicated his feelings to his friends, explaining how their behavior affected him. When some friends didn't respect his boundaries, he distanced himself from them. He joined a local volunteer group where he met like-minded people who shared his values. Mike now has a smaller but much more supportive circle of friends. They respect his time, appreciate his kindness, and reciprocate his efforts. He feels more valued and less drained in his relationships. Emily's story. From self-doubt to self-love. Emily struggled with low self-esteem and constantly sought validation from others. She often found herself in one-sided relationships where she gave everything but received little in return. She felt unworthy of love and believed she had to earn it by being perfect. How she fixed it. Emily started journaling to identify her negative self-talk and replace it with positive affirmations. She began practicing self-care routines that made her feel good about herself, like exercise, meditation, and hobbies. She set boundaries with people who took advantage of her kindness, learning to prioritize her own needs. She stopped chasing validation and focused on building her confidence from within. The result. As Emily's self-worth grew, she stopped settling for less than she deserved. She attracted a partner who valued her for who she was, not what she could do for them. Emily now feels more confident and fulfilled in her relationships. David's story: from workplace drama to professional respect. David always seemed to attract toxic coworkers or bosses who micromanaged him or took credit for his work. He realized he was afraid to speak up for himself because he didn't want to rock the boat. How he fixed it. David started documenting his contributions at work and practiced advocating for himself in meetings. He set boundaries with coworkers who tried to take advantage of his skills, saying no to tasks that weren't his responsibility. He sought out mentors and colleagues who supported his growth and encouraged him to stand up for himself. He updated his resume and started looking for a workplace culture that aligned with his values. The result: David found a new job where his contributions were recognized and respected. He now works in a supportive environment with colleagues who value teamwork and professionalism. These real-life examples show that breaking the cycle of attracting the wrong people is possible. It starts with self-awareness, setting boundaries, and taking intentional steps to create the life you want. Whether it's in relationships, friendships, or professional connections, you have the power to change your patterns and attract people who truly value and respect you. If these stories resonate with you, remember, you're not alone, and change is possible. Start small, take one step at a time, and watch how your life transforms, smiling face with smiling eyes. If this video resonated with you, I have something else you'll love. In my next video, I dive deeper into how to build unshakable self-confidence, because confidence is key to attracting the right people. Click the link on the screen or check out the description below to watch it now. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Remember, attracting the right people starts with you. It's not about changing who you are, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. You have the power to break the cycle and create the life you deserve. So take that first step today. I believe in you, and I'm rooting for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more content like this. Until next time, keep growing and keep shining.